Developing the Big Game Hunter. I'm a coach who helps people in a variety of ways professionally. It can be involved with career development, job search, hiring more effectively, managing and leading, workplace related stuff. What is the right way to disagree during an interview? Great question. And for some reason, it's one I haven't addressed before. The dynamic is one where they're evaluating and you're on a lower level usually. And they'll normally present a what-if situation. Now, kind of like in a case study, you want to be digging in a little bit deeper to a question that starts off with, how would you do such and such? Or how would you handle such and such? Well, there's more information that you don't have, but they're doing it in a black and white way. In areas like IT, where, programming languages have thousands of different options for how you might answer something, they may declare your answer is wrong, and you may know from experience it works, and now you've got to pause for a second and recalibrate. Because the emotional side of you may want to go into an argument. Your emotional side may want to go, I know this works. So you've got to pause for a second and go, time out for a second, respectfully. And I love that word. I use it in my social media posts when I'm commenting about something that in theory could seem inflammatory to someone. And I'll pause for a second and say, respectfully, I had this work in a situation where we did such and such. What was your situation? What was the situation that you were trying to deal with? And the idea is you freeze frame it for a moment. You don't let them move on because they may be embarrassed that they have the wrong answer. It does happen. And I've had it happen many times where when I worked in search, candidates go back to me and go, I answered the question right. And this guy declared it was wrong. And I've gone back to the book. I know I'm right. What do I do? And as I said, the big thing is at the time of the interview, you've got to freeze it for a second and go back and review so that in this way, it doesn't go by. And more importantly, you're not distracted during the rest of your conversation. The biggest issue with a disagreement like this is you're still processing it in your head. And the strength that you show by going, time out for 1 second. Let's pause for a second because I had a situation just like you were talking about. And we handled it in this way and it worked like a charm. What was your situation? We need to dig in a little bit deeper because under those circumstances, maybe your answer was right and I had incomplete information to work with. Notice what I've done? I've taken control of the situation, showed my strength and energy and power by self-confidence, and reviewed it with them. And if they are right, you pause for a second and say, oh yeah, I can see how under those circumstances that would be the better way. It's a clever approach. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you found this helpful. My website is thebiggamehunter.us, where I have thousands of posts available that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you with your job search. I also want to mention, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching at the website, there's a button on many of the pages that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call, schedule time for coaching, for which you'll be charged, of course. I would love to help you. And subscribe to my channel on YouTube by clicking the button in the lower right, or the picture of me in the upper left so you get notified whenever I release something new. Or you can watch me on TV. If you have a Fire TV or Fire Stick TV, you can download an app called Job Search TV where you get my job search material. And you can also, if you have an Apple TV, Roku, Sony, Samsung, like 90 other TV platforms, download an app called BingeNetworks.tv. You can watch me there. Have a great day. Take care.